All right, everybody. Episode 43 of Benching and Bullshitting here. Jim Kolb. It is Sunday night at 8 p.m. So thank you all for joining me here tonight. Happy to be here, talk about the week, the updates, everything else. So without further ado, we'll get going. So, yeah, dude, good week so far. Squatting went well, which is a rarity. But I finally got my boss suit in working order. So big, huge, all the love and thank you and shout out to Rob Farrell and Denise and Tiffany. Thank you all for doing that for me, working on the suit, making it to where I can actually fucking use it. It was just a little bit too small, and I was able to get them to work on it and fix it. So I was able to squat today, which is where I'm busted all. I don't know if YouTube can see that or not, but I am busted. Yeah, you can kind of see it. That is all busted blood vessels. So good day of squatting. I had to make up for the lack of benching from yesterday because it was a deload week, which I hate fucking doing. I don't like using that word, but it is a boring but necessary thing these days. So that's what we did yesterday. It was a deload bench. Top weight was like 700 for 2 sets of 5. I'm talking really fucking light. So it was not exciting whatsoever. But anyway, so yeah, squats went well. Wednesday bench was also a deload. A lot of dumbbell work and chest work, a little bit of tricep work, of course. But so other than that, I mean, thank you very much. Mm-hmm. So this week was boring, but so I have not much to talk about as far as the weights go. This coming 2 weeks should be good to go with heavy weights and exciting stuff and another round of PRs. So glad to catch up. Thank you for thank you for joining me here tonight. One Rep Max is over on YouTube. Tijuana errands again, and the line to get back to the U.S. is terrible. So thanks for saving my boring ass day. You're welcome. I'll go ahead and open the floor up to questions to all of you on YouTube and as well as Instagram. I don't have anything to talk about that's exciting with me, like I said, because of the damn deload week. But after 2 weeks ago, it was 1,400 for a top single, followed by 1,000 for 10 full range. Then this past Saturday I worked up to the 1,320 for 5 from the one board height. So it was time to take a break and collect myself. So Russell, good to have you. No, it's not Russell. It's Tony, right? Got that right. I want to remember that. And then A210's on here. What's up, man? So, yeah, if you all have anything for me, I'll go ahead and I'll start. Yeah, I got you, Tony. Gotcha. So if you have something for me, let me know. I'm just going to keep rambling until I get some questions. And that's why I like coming on here. I like talking about bench, competing, shirts, training, all those good things, triceps, all the bench-related topics. So Noah says, insane set of 5 the other day, brother. Thank you. It was pretty stupid. Big fan and supporter. But I got to know at this point, are you just numb of all the comments going, I wonder what he can do raw? I don't even hear it. I don't even know. Just, I'm not what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not weak-minded enough to let internet people change what I do or, affect my performance. If a comment online ruins your day, you've got bigger problems. But no. I chose my path a long time ago, and I really like what I'm doing, and nobody's going to change that. So sorry. Let's see. You heard that when the new F8 bench band coming out, Jared asks. That's the Raven is what he's calling it. I don't know when it's coming out. I know Rob is expecting his kid soon, so he's been getting really work tied in with that. So I'm not sure. The Arnold is long past now. That was beginning of March, and it's still not released. So not really sure, but hopefully sometime soon. I only got to see them on the table in front of me. at the Arnold Classic. I didn't get to mess with them or bench with them or anything like that. So I'm looking forward to when they do come out. Let's see. Noah says, much respect for that answer. I figured it would be something like that. Thank you. How comparable are the Widowmakers compared to the F8 shirts? I've got a one ply or one loop is what I like to say, Widowmaker, and I'm hitting pretty good weight in it and wanting to get in the F8. The F8 and the Widowmakers are built very different, but it's wrap material to wrap material, so it's going to behave similarly. But if you're getting a lot out of a one loop Widowmaker, you will get a lot more out of a F8 shirt. Absolutely, you will. You just got to look at the construction. Yeah, they are built differently, very differently, but made by the same guy, Rob Farrell, and made with similar material. Similar thickness and or stretchiness of wrap material. So you would be fine going to an F8. One Big Impact. Are you drug-free lifter? Yes, I am. I have been for, up until still today. So I always like to say that I'm not against it. I never have been against it. It's just I've not had a need for it yet. So I always like to say I'm not doing drugs. I'm not doing the roids yet. I always like to say that, like I'm not doing them yet, because I might do that someday. It's just not what I'm interested in right now. So let's see. Could I expect about the same numbers? Oh, well, you will. No, you can expect larger numbers than that. Whatever you're handling in your Widowmaker, expect larger numbers than that. Just be careful. Don't make too big of jumps too quick, because you got to consider our bones. You always got to consider your bones. As he says, I feel the same. Don't knock it, but not for me. Yeah, I mean, I've had good results up until now, like continuing. I'm hitting PRs left and right all the time. So, but the day will come, probably, I'm assuming, when my body finally says you can go no further naturally. Your natural ability is tapped out. So at that point, then we'll see what happens. But did you for real bench 1350? Yeah, I benched 1350 in a meet at February 4th or February 6th over in West Virginia. Do you think I can do 1300 someday? Well, I don't believe in limits, so why not? Let's see. Do you have myostatin deficiency? I'm not gigantic, so I'm assuming probably not. I don't think so. I've not been tested for it, so I don't think so. I'm not huge. I'm not the biggest person on the planet or anything. Daniel Hawk on YouTube. Anderson got the F8 in the USPA. No shit, I didn't know that. Oh, sorry guys. I'm a little spaced from squats today. Jesus Christ. I didn't know that. If you don't like the USPA, it's a good thing for the F8. Yeah, I mean, it is. It's more business. It's getting it out there further. That's fantastic. Good on Kevin Pittman for doing that. Board pressing versus block press. You think one is better, or are they pretty much the same? It's the same thing, just different application. I don't like using the blocks. It's weird. I like the traditional board press. But it's good if you're spotter deficient. You train alone, like my buddy Toby Hurley trains alone, and that's how he can do his board work. If I can help it, I want real boards. That's how I like to bench. So, Brooks, what's up, man? I missed I was squatting. I missed your call. I saw your text. I just haven't. Yeah, he said I went to bench with Doug this morning. I really feel like he taught me some cheat codes. I saw the beginning of the text. I just couldn't get to you. I really apologize. I knew you'd probably hop on here with me tonight, so that's how I was going to talk to you. Came home and I had been passed out since like 4:30. Woke up late, got this going, so I really apologize. Let's see. A210 right brings me into my next question. What would be good way to ease into the shirts? I've been training in poly and plan to continue for a while to build a base for band shirts. You're gonna continue. I think there's real benefit to And I apologize. My camera is here for YouTube and my comments are over here. So I keep looking back and forth. I think you're going to have to fully commit to the band shirts. So continue training in your poly. And then, because I think there's a lot of value to be gained from getting proficient with polys before you get into the band shirts. So I'd say just continue to do that for a while. Once you want to do it, just dive into it and do it full bore. On Instagram, he says, when did you switch to equipped? Well, I lifted weights normally just as a high schooler, 14 to 18. My first 4 years, it's kind of lifted to lift, whatever. Just trying to be that big high school kid. And then at 18, I got my first hand-me-down bench shirt. It was a double denim from Karen Klein. It was from my buddy Adam Hicks. So at 18 is when I started benching in equipment. I knew what equipment was far beyond, like before that, but I got my first shirt from Adam at 18. So I started lifting weights after 4 years in equipment. Let's see. Cody, did you see my new forum variation today? I think you will like it. I only saw the one, the vertical, what would be called the vertical standing wrist roller. Yeah. I didn't see the one from today. I'll have to look it up. Training on Thursday was fucking whack. If you watched Patreon, it was just a bad day. There's so many fucking teenagers in the gym now that are ruining the place. So I had to get out of there early. Oh, let's see. I am behind. Daniel Hawk says, that's a lie to me. You're a giant. If a giant's 5'5", I've been considering it, throwing it on after Raw and shirted max effort work. Yeah, if you want to like fuck around with it a little bit, go ahead. Absolutely. But it's gonna require your full attention when you decide to actually like jump into it and go full bore. Abolish naturals. Oh boy. My forearms have been the weak point. I keep touching my fucking tripod, swear to God. Weak point in my bench for super long. Do you have any fixes? Start working them like a fucking madman. That's my suggestion to you. Same thing with me. I was having a lot of pain. My forearms were the one body part that was lagging behind the rest of everything else. Started getting hurt all the time. So to start working like a fucking insane person. Do all the movements, leverage work with the mace, standing wrist curls on the pulley machines, work your extensors, work your grip, extend your fingers. You got to do all the things. There's so many little muscles in the forearms that you have to work. Start doing it. And Cody said, you DM me. Thank you. It's all good. Check it out later. I will check it out later. Absolutely, Cody. Let's see here. Matt Brooks. Duncan did some bi-tempering on my forearm today. Oh, okay. That's crazy. With a 50-pound roller. Dude, that feels like a total game changer, something I need to get in the toolbox. Yes, I totally agree. Totally agree with you, Matt. I've had that done to me a few times, and I feel pretty good afterwards. Zuki's on here. What's up? Let's see. Hey, Jimmy, my training partner is getting ready for a meet in July. So am I. He's having trouble benching in his closed back single ply katana. Any tips? Tell me how many times he's benched in it. How new is it? Is it brand new? Is it like a hand-me-down used one? Tell me what's going on. Besides trouble touching, is he having trouble touching like quarter inch away, an inch away? Like you tell me a little bit more and I'll be able to help you. And he says, thanks, man. You're a huge inspiration. Well, thank you for hopping on here and the support. I really appreciate that. Thank you very much. If anybody's interested in helping me out a little bit more, I am going live on YouTube. We are monetized on there. I got a lot of people over here on YouTube. So if you want to make the switch, that'd be awesome. But that just helps us out a little bit financially. So thank you all for hopping on Instagram anyway. But YouTube, thank you very much as well. That really helps. Jared, how much more aggressive do you think 3-ply Widowmaker compared to the 2-ply? I don't have one. He also makes a 4-ply. Shit. I think the difference would be, because the difference for me going from a single loop to a double loop is fucking huge. So going from a double to a triple would be pretty significant. I think you're gonna, yeah. I think it would be very significantly stronger. Surprisingly so. I still don't have one. For me, going too heavy in a slinger has got me a little more shoulder problems than anything. Going up to 800 or 900 is like my top. I've gone over 1,000 in a slinger, and it just doesn't. They don't encapsulate the shoulder like a shirt will, so I tend to like back off on how heavy I go in a slinger these days. I'll do rep work with slingers, but trying to put on a 3-ply and to go heavy enough to make it work might do me a little more harm than good at this point. So, but yeah, it would be very, very fucking strong. Let's see. Daniel Hawk, the USPA is multiply, not limited, so that's strange. Do you think it should be a separate class? Absolutely, it should be a separate class. Huh. I mean, business is business. If it's allowed, it's allowed. It should be separate. Maybe they're making a separate division for it. That's weird. USPA is multiply, not limited. Yeah, that's strange. I've not heard. I've really, with all the other stuff going on with the USPA, I kind of really stopped paying attention to them. I don't pay attention to them anyway because I stopped competing with them quite a number of years ago for other reasons and for good reasons. But yeah, I don't know. It definitely should be separate. 8-10, dang. And I think the USPA is not in my state at the moment, or at least as much. Well, here in Virginia, I don't know. Virginia was ruled by 2 feds, USAPL, USPA. I don't know if the USPA is still here with all those allegations that came out. Now it's WRPF and still probably USAPL. Ugh, fucking gross. But that's weird. Howard Weingarten, just saw your video about setting the F8. When setting it low, do you put your arms in and just try to get them over your elbows? Yes. You always have to try to get it over your elbows. Absolutely. It is more difficult to do it that way when it's set low, but it is possible. Yes. El Gordo says triceps movements that works best for size and strength. Well, I like doing reverse grip bench. I like doing single arm extensions and dead stop floor extensions with easy curl bar, stuff like that. Dougie says, hey, Jimmy, hope the fam's doing well. Yeah, we're doing very well. Thank you for asking. We're doing very well. We've got some exciting things planned for the next month. We got 3 trips. Yeah, 3 trips coming up. So it's going to be wild. And then Cody Plum says, here's a good point. Band shirt on ER rack. Bad recipe. Good point, Cody. Any bench on ER rack is a bad recipe. Both band shirt, yeah. Let's see. A210, there was a split to create the NPL. Oh, for Christ's sake, another federation after some of the USPA stuff. Fantastic. One more federation. I'm sure it'll be a spitting image of the USPA.
I think Paul was talking about that, and Steve Dennison owns it too.
Oh, yeah, Steve Dennison created it? Well,
I think that's what Paul was saying.
Yeah, that's just gonna be a copycat, just a clone of the USPA, so it's gonna suck.
So they can still make money and bamboozle people.
Yeah. Oh, great. Are any to Miami by any chance?
No.
Oh no, they're not. I'm sorry. No. The furthest south we're traveling is North Carolina. So no, we're not coming anywhere near
North Carolina, Tennessee, Pennsylvania.
There you go. Yeah, so we're not coming down there. No. Let's see. Run Rip Max. And I want to start experimenting with flat-footed benching. I think that's a good idea. I still like on the toes though, but just want to mess around with flat-footed stuff. I mean, look at AJ Roberts, 1 rep max. I mean, look at his setup. I totally 100% agree with going flat foot on the bench. Matt Brooks, I absolutely love dead stop floor extensions. I do too. I can't do them right now because my elbow is kind of pissed off, so I have to back off on those for a minute. Cody says, hammer strength bench just fucked my tricep tendon about the same difference as a yaw rack. I mean, yeah, it's a hammer strength. It's not designed with I'm not going to say quality because they're okay benches. It's just they're so commercial. They're so commercial. Oh, yuck.
Does it have face savers?
No,
Didn't
it's
think
just
so.
like the Quantico
Yeah, that's what I was.
benches. Now they make good stuff like their plate loaded like back machines and stuff. We got 3 or 4 of those. We fucking love them, but the benches just those ain't it, man. Dougie, if I send you a video, would you be able to give me some tips on avoiding that J curve since I always want to hit the clips? Yes, send me. Yeah, my DMs are open, everybody. If you want to send me videos, if you want to send me anything, you can send me stuff, and I will critique it for you. I'll be very honest with you because I think that's the best way to conduct business. Yes, please send me anything you want, and I will check it out for you. All right, I got to catch up. Let's see. 8-10. Let's see. How does accessory work change, if any, between band shirts and poly? Not really. It doesn't really change much, to be honest with you. At least not for me, it hasn't. Now, you might find when you're switching that you might need something else. You might need more tricep or more back or more something. But no, accessory work. No, for me, it didn't change. It stayed pretty much the same. I did back off on the amount of heavy tricep work I was doing until I reached a certain point. My 1350 really exposed kind of not really a weakness, but where I was, well, yeah, okay, I'll use that word, a weakness, where I was the weakest, which was right at the very, very top. So I had to implement more heavy tricep work. But it shouldn't change a hell of a lot. I don't think so. What do you suggest for my bench when my left arm is pushing more than my right? You might have an imbalance. You might have an imbalance of strength. You might be that's just natural, especially if you're like everybody has a dominant arm, a dominant hand. But if you are weaker on one side, I'd say my answer for bench is usually either a tricep thing or a back thing. So your base might be off. If your feet are on the floor unevenly, if you're like one foot is back more than the other, and you're pushing unevenly from the floor, that's going to translate on an uneven force all the way up to the shoulders. You're going to push unevenly into the bar. So that could be one thing. So make sure your feet are even on both sides. If you can't see it, have a training partner look down and make sure your feet are even. It could also be if your shoulder blades are tucked together, but you have one shoulder higher than the other, that's going to cause you to bench crooked. That could be one reason. Or if you have a pure muscular imbalance, say like with tricep strength, then you need to do like single arm movements just on that one side, and then slowly over the course of months, like 2 to 3 months, you can bring up that imbalance. It's not hard to do. It's just time consuming. Oh boy, let's see. Got a lot of people on YouTube. Thank you all for being on YouTube tonight. Really appreciate that. Let's see. Tony, I have to cycle using tricep extensions with the easy curl bar. Otherwise, my elbows tendons get angry. That's where I'm at right now. So I have to stop. I have to back off. I was going really heavy on them. I got to back off. I know it's time. Jared, have you ever tried dirty 30s? They suck. But blow the triceps up. Yeah, I've programmed them before for a few of my guys, and they do suck. They suck bad. Really hard. The weight's not heavy. The movement itself, the number of reps is. Howard, I think the NPL is going to be the new USPA. Yeah, that's what I was just saying. And the old USPA is going to be new and more open because Dennison isn't that involved. Possibly. I don't know. I guess I don't pay attention to that Fed because they suck. But NPL, I promise you it's going to look strikingly similar to the USPA. Combo racks, crappy judging, favoritism. I could go on for days. I'm not going to. Maurice, let's see. Are you ever going to compete in full power meets? And what is your best squat and deadlift? Yes, I plan on going back to full power eventually. Eventually. I'm training for it as we speak. So my best total was when I was 20 years old. So 12 years ago, I had a body weight of like 218, so 220. 900, 810, 700 was my total for 2410. I think that's still the highest multiply 220 total for a junior of all time, I'm pretty sure. So I was okay at it. I sit and enjoy it, you know. Jay Timonti says, "Hope the civilian life is treating you good. I hope it's treating you good. I'm not sure who you are, but if you are still in, I feel for you. If you're out, I hope it's treating you well as well. Thank you." Cody says, "Is YouTube better for the team? I think I missed the memo." Yeah, I try to get as many people as I can on YouTube because we are monetized, Cody. So it helps us out financially. The more people we get on YouTube,
like we don't get millions from it, obviously, but
no, but even
a couple dollars here and there.
That's nice. A lot of money for us. So yes, I'm trying to pull people over to YouTube as often as I can. Let's see. Traffic 86 says, "Just now getting back into geared benching, and I've been using a Killer B question."
I think that's Dark Side's yellow one.
Oh, okay. Is all band shirts considered unlimited regardless of ply minus a single? Yes. If it's a single ply, it's unlimited because of the material. It's not because of the number of layers. It's because of what it's made of. It's not a fabric. It's not a poly or a denim or a canvas. It's made of stretchy knee wrap material, essentially. So that's why it's considered unlimited. Even if it's single ply, it is unlimited no matter what. You were an MSOW. No shit. Are you still in, I guess, is my thing. I don't know if you re-upped or if you're out. I want to congratulate you either way. Let's see. Any tips on improving bench press? Well, that's what we're talking about right now. So just tune in and listen, I guess. I got a lot of, I could go on for days about that one thing, but yeah, dude. We're talking about it right now. Annalise says hi. Hello. Back to you and Joe. Good to have you on here, like always. Oh boy, I'm behind. Okay. Wonder Max, damn YouTube probably deleted my comment. Do you have any hip mobility tips for wider base and higher kicks? It's harder to go on the toes because it accidentally kicked my sparring partner's elbow. Ooh, fuck. That about sucks. Hip mobility. I am extraordinarily immobile and I can still go very flat and wide. So, but I don't do anything for it besides that's how I've always benched. So I've been developing that skill for like the last 14, 15 years. Again, I always reference Ask AJ. He will know a lot more about the lower body than I do, with his credentials in the sport. Cody Plum, I'm a yearly prescriber on Patreon, but if I can up the ante, I'll get over to YouTube. Thanks, bud. Thank you very much. And thank you for being on YouTube for the last few years. Thank you very much, Cody. And yeah, he says it hurt like a motherfucker. I bet it did. Tony says, trying to do 21s with tricep pushdowns. I like those. I really like those. Smoke your triceps, same as with biceps, but in reverse. Yeah. I haven't done those in a while, but I have, and they are fucking wild. So 21s, he's saying doing from a pushdown, you're doing 7 partial this way, then 7 partial all the way down, and then 7 full range. It's 21s, 3 sets of 7. Let's see, he's Jay Monty says still in. Okay. I hope it's good. I hope it's good for you. I'm a combat instructor now in North Carolina on Camp Geiger. Ugh, gross. Yuck. Well, I mean, not to you, but like I'm getting out after this tour is up. Good for you. He says, huge supporter. Love your content, man. Be safe. Be safe, man. Absolutely be safe. I hope you're doing well. I'm glad you're getting out. I'm glad obviously you're still in, so it's a good thing for you. I'm glad it's good for you, and I'm glad you're getting out. Good on you, man. Thanks for coming on here. Let's see here. Howard says, I agree with you about the NPL, but just hoping because I'm in California. Oh, you're in California. Okay. Yes. Yeah. I guess you're kind of limited out there. I think there's APF might still be out there with Mary Askew is in Oregon. AJ Roberts is down there in California. Scott Mendelson hosts IPA meets in California, but he's up in near LA, I think. Let's see. Caleb Owens. I really enjoy watching your YouTube videos, man. Well, thank you very much. I'm trying to be more consistent with that. It's just it's hard for me because it's just a lot of editing and I'm not used to it. Patreon is super easy. I can just record my workouts, put them in the app on my phone, edit them, voice it over, save it, boom, it's up. With YouTube, it's like
a lot more.
It's content at the gym, it's content here, it's a lot, but I'm trying to be more consistent. So thank you very much. Toby, how's the bug assault going?
Yeah, he got rid of that.
Yeah, I don't have it anymore, man. I'm sorry. No, I think it got wet or something.
Yeah.
The salt ended up like jamming up. So don't let it get wet or that condensation get to it. But yeah, I don't have it anymore.
That was accident.
Oh, unfortunate accident, huh?
Yeah.
I don't have it anymore. It's gone.
It was 6 months. I'm still finding salt in our windowsills and everywhere else because what a toy. That was like 2 Christmases ago.
I know. I fucking loved every minute of it.
I know you did.
So I don't have it anymore. Trap says, appreciate the response, sir. Also really enjoyed your table talk with Dave. Thank you. I enjoyed talking to Dave Tate as well. Hopefully it's not my last time going up there to do that. It is quite a fucking trip to get up there for us. It's like 10 hours. Yeah, but thank you. I appreciate that. Dirty Bird, Fab, did you catch SpaceX's launch today? Gets me pumped every time I see one. What did they launch? Was it a Falcon 9? I'm not sure. If it was a Falcon 9, I mean, they launched those practically every week. I might have missed it. If it was a Falcon Super Heavy, I definitely missed it. So let me know what they did. Wonder at Max on it. Thanks so much. You're welcome, dude. Cody's on YouTube, man. What's up? What's going on? Yeah, thanks, Toby. Yeah, I'll get one eventually again. They have these cool ones. They have these little sights you can put on them now too. It's pretty cool. Instead of using like the little bead dot they have, you can actually put like a little scope on it, which is kind of cool.
Are you staying up to date on all the?
Of course.
Bug assault mods.
I got the site favorited.
Oh, do you? Yeah.
Howard Weingarten, only 2 feds with band shirts out here are WRPF and IPA. WRPF is the fed I hit the 710 in and hopefully going to do an IPA Mendy meet soon. Good for you, Howard. Yeah, the 710. I remember that one. You told me about that when I saw the video. I think Ryan put it on his show that week as well. That was really cool to see. So, cool. Cody Plum, when back are you doing the IPA meet here in October? Cool. Okay, you guys are having a conversation about meats. I fucking love it.
Conversation.
Yeah, I don't have, like I said, I don't have anything exciting to talk about except for my squats from today, which I was really, really happy with. The boss suit came back from the Pharrells. I believe his mom, Denise worked on it because she said he's the Da Vinci with your shirts, and I work on suits a lot. So I got it. I laced it up myself. It's fucking banging. It was a good day.
Learned a lot.
It was a good learning day. I've been squatting with my deadlift suit for like the last two months, and it just doesn't fucking work because it's not designed to be squatted.
Yeah,
it's a deadlift suit. It's not meant to be squatted in. So I squatted with my actual squat suit today, and it was much better for some reason. Who would have known?
Who would have thunk?
Samuel on YouTube. What will you be working up to for a top heavy set next bench session? Probably in the 1,400 pound range. I have this in my head where I want to do multiple sets. I'm so against taking weights and shirts to like 2 boards these days. I'm like, that's worthless. It needs to be 1 board, half boards, or nothing. But I might try to do multiple sets with 1,400, which I've never done. I've done 2 singles over 1,400. I've never done like multiple working sets. So I might start off doing like 2 board and then go 1 board and then go, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm definitely going to get 1,400 pounds in my hands, hopefully more than once, this up and coming session on Saturday. And again, if anybody wants to see what I do all the time, 5 days a week, every set of every rep that I do in the gym, I record, and I put it on Patreon. Every week, every day, I upload a video to Patreon. My entire workout, all the behind the scenes stuff. If you want to know what I do in the gym to do these big benches, Patreon is where it's at. We also have YouTube members. It's the same price, $10 a month. $10 a month to watch everything I do from start to finish, every workout. So if you're interested in that, support is greatly appreciated. Had to plug that in there. That was a good set. Let's see. Alex said, do you know how I can find what feds allow the band shirts? Do you know if the SPF does? They do. I know they do because my buddy Tony Carlino's competed on the SPF with the band shirt before.
I think you'd probably just have to go, like if you find the federation that you want to lift with, you just have to go to their like organization website and to their rule book and see what their equipment specs are.
Yeah.
And then if they're not clear in the book, I would reach out to whoever the meet director is.
Well, he's saying their rules apparently haven't been updated since 2011. So find a meet and find out who's running it, like Katie just said, and call them. Call the meet director and say, hey, do you allow the band shirts? Do you have an unlimited federate or unlimited category? They probably do. I guarantee they do. It's the SPF. Okay. But Tony Carlino has competed in the SPF multiple times in band shirts. Foster on Instagram, do you do heavy dumbbell press? I don't do heavy dumbbell press. I do dumbbell work mainly for hypertrophy reasons. So I have to learn how to turn the triceps off and just bench with the chest, which is like benching incorrectly. So it's very hard for me to do that. But yeah, I do dumbbell work, just not like super heavy because it's not necessary for what I do. But I am trying to build like mass. I'm trying to work the chest. Let's see. Jared, did you get a new shirt from Rob too? I'm not getting a new shirt. I'm getting one of them worked on, actually. I took I call it my blue boy, the blue trimmed 4-ply, sent it back to Rob to have him change a couple of things because it just wasn't working. I've been working on it for over a year. It's just a little too over the top. So I sent it back to him to have him alter it. So I'm not getting a new shirt from him. He did patch up my single ply, which is gnarly as fuck, changed it significantly. I used it on Saturday for my deload work. His patch job, which he uses poly material for, really tightened that thing up. But yeah, I don't have a new shirt coming. I have one that's getting worked on though. Let's see here. Dirty Fab. It was the 4-person crew Axiom 2 flight today out of Florida. Oh, okay. It was the 4-person crew. Oh, no shit. Oh, I missed it. No, I did not. Are they're going to the ISS then, I assume, right? Yeah, out of Florida. They always launch their crew missions out of Florida, Cape Canaveral. Damn, I missed it. I was squatting, which is weird for me to say, but yeah, I was having fun squatting today. I missed it, man. Thank you for telling me, though.
I think it actually popped down.
Oh.
Like on your YouTube notifications, like NASA flight or something that has the live all the time. I think it had popped down right as you were getting ready to do like your top set.
And I'm assuming it was successful because it's SpaceX and they've worked out all the just to think like we actually put men on the moon using 1960s technology, and look at the technology that we have today, and they're able to absolutely dial everything in to the point where they're landing boosters every fucking time they try it without fail. It took a while. They kept they kept blowing them up and blowing them up and blowing them up, but getting more every time they launched them and tried to land them, they got more and more information. And now they've perfected it to where it's like an everyday thing. It's like people don't realize just how fucking impressive it is. And just like Elon's Starlink, like he's putting thousands of satellites up above Earth into these orbits to do the Starlink internet and stuff. And people are going to vastly underappreciate, just get very used to the technology when it's like, do you realize what the fuck it actually is? Like, it's incredible. Let's see. And Cody says that, and I copied the workouts. I'm glad you do, Cody. I'm glad you do. I hope you get something out of it too. I know you do, but Randy says, hey, Jimmy, thinking of trying the F8 shirts. Smart move. I bench raw, little poly experience. Should I stick with the poly before I get to a banded, or can I just go for it? And what's the learning curve for a rookie? If you can successfully bench in a poly, you can successfully bench in a band shirt. The weights are going to be a lot heavier, so just use caution. You always have to consider your bones. Don't try to make too big of jumps. If you're capable of 600 pounds, 700-pound poly bench, and you try to jump up to 7, 8, or 9, you know, you have to go slow. Don't go too fast. No, the learning curve is not bad at all, actually. You just have to get into it and learn it, have an experienced crew, and also have a safe working environment. Use body savers or a power rack or something. Some sort of, Cody, consider your bones. Don't do that to me, Cody. You son of a bitch. Don't do that to me.
He's not wrong. Consider your bones.
I know, but he said he laughed. He's a LOL. So he said a good one. So. And Cody says, try those Zercher shrugs today. It was a good variation. Yeah, I don't know if it's superior because...
Speaking of Zercher, I saw something on, I don't know, TikTok or Reels or something. This dude did like a clean.
And he caught it in his arms. Yeah, I saw that. He's the guy that does all the weird shit in his garage.
Whoa. And then he was like, squatted it back up. I was like, your forearm.
Who's the big guy on Instagram that's like he always faces away from the camera, and he does like 1,000 pounds and does all this like fucking Sasquatch training out in the woods by himself. What's his name?
We're not talking about the same person.
No, we're not. Like, I know there's some guy in his garage. Okay. No, but this guy who I'm talking about.
This was a person in a gym.
I know, but the guy I'm talking about, he works out by himself. He always faces away. Moose. Tom Haviland is his name. Tom Haviland. Yep, Haviland. Thank you.
He works outside?
Yeah. He wears cargo pants and nothing. He always faces away from the camera. He does the most insane shit. Like he's trying to fight Sasquatch or something.
So are you saying
Tom
like
Haviland?
He did the like
he's also done that
over his head and then
he'll clean it and he'll walk with it and drop it and pick up a 500-pound.
No, this person literally went like this, put it over their head, and dropped it and caught it.
In that's different. Oh,
I was like, "How are you not broken? How did you not break your arms?" Anyway, that just reminded me. I meant to send it to you, and it was like 4 a.m., so I forgot.
And then Moose says faces away and stays in the woods of Australia.
Huh?
I thought he was here in the U.S., so thank you. I didn't know that. Yeah, absolute freak in nature. Yeah,
but he's not like there's that other guy that builds all of his equipment with like wood.
Yes, that's the guy we're talking about.
That's the same guy. He like built a bench and a squat rack and all that stuff during COVID.
I think. I mean, I don't know why, but yeah, everything looks like homemade.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Let's see. Okay. Alex says, how do you break in a new band shirt? How do you ease into one? You don't really have to break it in. You just put it on and start using it. That's the fun part. Mm-hmm. How do you ease into it? Start working. Yeah, rep work 3 to 5 or heavy weight on boards, bring the boards down slowly. Bring the boards down slowly, but work reps. Once you get used to it, doing reps, you can like start the cycle back over and go back down the boards with heavy weight, heavy singles. But you just have to get into it and start using it. That's the easiest way. Mm-hmm. Cody says, yeah, not superior, but it was nice after 10 sets of barbell shrugs. Yeah, it's a good change of it. It also works the entire back because of the position you have to hold it in. It really is. It stresses the whole back, but making it a shrug, yeah, not superior, but definitely a good variation. You're right. Tom Haviland is clearly preparing to fight wild animals. If there was one person I would bet could, well, I don't think any human on the planet could actually defeat a grizzly bear. I'm being brutally fucking honest. But if I had to put my money on a human who could do it, I would put it on Tom Haviland. But at the same time, no human being on the planet could fucking defeat a grizzly bear.
Like just because he's that strong or because he works out outside?
Because he's that strong. Okay. Because the shit he does, everything he does is fucking weird and it's the heaviest fucking. It's like, how the fuck are you doing that?
Do you think he could do like World's Strongest Man?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Definitely could do it. Yeah.
Do you think he could beat Rocky in a fight? He trained so hard in that snow.
Rocky from the first movie or from like Rocky 4?
Is there a difference?
Yeah.
Peak Rocky?
I think if he could beat Ivan Drago, he could probably. Yeah. And then Runner X says either him or Karako's Grizzly.
Dude.
Yeah. Well, he has Grizzly in his name too, which is also.
Yeah, I don't think he could defeat a bear. I think he could just spook it away.
Spook it away. Cody Plum says, I seen one where a USAPL lifter dumped a squat off his back and broke his girlfriend's arms. Is that the one where he was in the gym and he was squatting outside of the power rack and dumped it on her?
Oh,
Like a
that
fucking
sucks.
little dickhead. Yeah, I think I saw that one.
Stop stepping. You don't need to take 14 steps back.
But he was just outside the rack, like an actual power rack.
Mm-hmm.
He was squatting outside of it. Then dumped it and landed on his girlfriend. And she like broke her arms, I guess. Cody says, "Yeah, that's the one." Fantastic.
That sucks.
Fuck that kid. Like how stupid. Like for one, she's like $110.
But also, I bet they learned a fucking lesson.
Well, I hope so. Squat inside the power rack.
Have someone spot you that can actually help you if you get in trouble.
It's built for a fucking reason.
Like we learned that lesson when you dumped 4 and we realized, hey, maybe I shouldn't be the one spotting you if I can't deadlift it off your body.
Body savers.
Yeah, we learned a hard lesson.
I did.
Your poor ribs never really recovered.
Nope. Samuel, would you recommend using a slingshot when considering moving to equipped? Yes, that's a baby step. That is a baby step to equipment. I would definitely recommend that. And then Benjamin says Eddie Hall will be another contender for fighting a grizzly bear. Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Especially if he's in one of his like crazy moods.
But again, like I'm trying to emphasize, I truly believe no human could defeat a full-grown grizzly bear. Some might have a better chance than others, but I don't think it could ever fucking happen because those things.
I mean, they have literal like blades for fingernails,
and they're stronger than any human being.
Do you think a gorilla could beat a grizzly bear?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Like pound for pound, they're stronger?
Yes.
But they don't have claws?
It doesn't matter. They have fangs.
That's true. Well, grizzly bears have fangs?
Well, no. The gorillas are stronger.
They're also smarter.
Yeah. And Tony says you can't fix stupid. Yeah. Nope. And the more shit that's on the internet, the more stupid people get. What? It's incredible how that works. I don't know.
A grizzly bear is only 3'3". That's what Google says.
Fuck Google. That is not right.
And a gorilla is 5'1". You're taller than a fucking gorilla.
No. There's no way. No. Back up. There's no way in fuck's name a grizzly bear is only 3.5 feet tall.
Grizzly bears stand at around 3 to 5 feet tall when standing on their back legs. Some measure up to 8 feet.
Okay.
So like, I
mean,
guess
maybe
on all fours,
a cub might be only 3 or 5.
I guess on all fours they're like 3 to 5, but like if they stand up, they're like 8 feet tall.
Yeah.
But a gorilla is only 5'1".
Yeah, I believe that.
You're taller than a gorilla.
They're all arms. Like if they stand on their legs are abnormally short compared to their arm length.
Do you know they can run 25 miles an hour?
Fuck yeah.
That's terrifying.
Just to think, like a chimp, your average chimp is 4 times stronger than any human being on the planet. Imagine what a fucking gorilla could do to you.
So this says if a gorilla is fully standing, as tall as they can go is about 6 foot.
Okay.
300 pounds.
Yeah. Of muscle. No, not a slab of fat on that fucking thing.
And they're so smart, dude.
Yes. Scary as fuck. What we got here? Sorry about the rant about gorillas and
gorillas
bears.
and grizzlies.
Jack Burton, how much do you overload over your max? My comp max is 1350. The heaviest I've gone in the gym is 1463. So for me, up to about 100 pounds is as much as I'll overload over my max.
Do you want to hear something cool? You can bench 1350.
Let me guess. A gorilla?
A gorilla?
4,000.
No, listen.
Oh.
That's the lowest amount of force in a gorilla's punch.
I know. I didn't know that specifically. But
between 13 and 2,700 pounds of force if they just bop you.
The human skull can crush under about 1,400 pounds.
Yeah, that's nuts.
So they could literally bust your brains out with one fucking hit.
I gotta get off Google.
They're fucking. It's wild.
Man.
Let's see here.
If they take over, we're fucked.
I know that.
Like a couple more generations, and they're just getting smarter.
Let's see. Then Randy says, "Thanks, Jimmy. I'll order up F8 single to start off. Let's see what a smashed up 49-year-old can do." And you can always DM me if you need help, man. Cody, they can knock a horse's head off with a swing of their paw. I'll pass on that fight. Yes, same here.
That's crazy. That's a grizzly?
That's his paw, I'm assuming maybe grizzly.
Mm.
A horse would never come in contact with a grizzly, I think. But
it could.
I'm assuming he meant.
Think about, like, are there grizzlies in Montana?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and, like, people own horses. So, like, but, like, you wouldn't find a gorilla just walking up to some dude's house in Montana, you know?
Jared says a gorilla is like 10 to 20 times stronger than an adult human. That's fucking scary.
That is crazy.
A chimp can throw poo 25 yards. Also, that is disgusting, but also fucking
But
cool.
they can't swim.
Yeah, it's weird.
We learned that.
A silverback would rip you in half. Absolutely. That's why it's scary as fuck. They said a silverback gorilla can bench 4,000 pounds. I fully fucking believe that.
That's crazy. Somebody made a TikTok and it was like, the heaviest bench in human history is 700 and some pounds. They were talking about Julius's bench, but they used a video of your bench. And then they were like, and a gorilla can bench 4,000 pounds. And a bunch of people were like, that very, very white man is not Julius Maddox, right? That's Jimmy Cole.
Well,
and they were
TikTok.
like, what's the difference?
They're all fucking stupid on that app. Yep. Dirty Bird. Now that we are benching over 800, the bar is getting rough. What bar would you recommend? We currently use the Texas Power Bar and the 55-pound squat bar. The Texas bars are fucking garbage when it gets up to a certain weight. I highly, if you can hack it, get the F8 Sportcraft bench bar. You can buy them at AndersonPowerlifting.com. Okay. Now, you can't use my code for that. That's the unfortunate thing. My code, Kolbstrong, does not work on the Anderson site for the barbell. But if you want one, they sell them and they will ship super fucking fast. That is the bar I recommend. Above anything else on this fucking planet, the F8 Sportcraft bench bar is the best one on the market ever made, hands down. Definitely do that. Let's see. Cody said, elephants got our backs. Toby says all the grizzlies are in Montana. I was born out there, and I never got to see a grizzly, but I saw some black bears once. Still scary.
And moose.
Yeah, moose. Yeah, a lot of moose. Moose are fuckers.
Do you think a moose could fuck up a grizzly bear?
No. No, fuck no. A grizzly bear will rip a moose in half. Moose are assholes, but they're not going to.
They're not fighters. They're literal vegetarians. So
I mean, they're assholes, but they're not going to like go up against a grizzly.
Do you think they could like spook them with those big horns though?
No.
Are they horns?
They're antlers, technically. Thomas says got 11 pound 3-rep PR this week on reverse grip, 2-bore with supercharged RAM, 405 reverse grip on boards coming. Oh shit, 405. That's exciting, dude. Fuck yeah, dude. That's awesome. Mike says, what I miss? We missed a lot of talk about fucking gorillas and grizzlies and benching and some squats and all that good stuff. Bill asks, does the weather where you are affect your injuries? Well, I don't have any injuries to speak of. So, no, I do not have. I think Katie's arm got broken a long time ago, and cold weather makes it hurt or ache.
Like cold or like if it's going to storm. So, like, not if it's raining, but if it's like about to storm really hard, it'll ache really bad. And my knee will hurt really bad sometimes because I dislocated it. But like cold weather, sometimes like really, really cold, but not a lot.
A well-known bencher from the 90s and 2000s told me he stared down a grizzly bear when he was hunting and it backed down. He says, king of tall tales. Cody says, only Scott Mendelson could pull that off. Yeah. That pull it off or pull off the story.
Yeah.
I wonder who that well-known bencher from the 90s and 2000s.
But I guess if you make a bunch of noise, like, they'll go away.
Well, if you don't startle them, there's more of a likely chance they'll leave you alone. So when you spook them, like they pop around a corner, and then you're fuck. You have to, like that.
I tried to spook Jim last night, and I was laughing too hard that when I popped up to say boo, I just lost it. I was just laughing so hard, and he was just confused. Oh.
And then Zuki says Crawford. Well, I don't know who that is, so I'm sorry. Let's see. There is this one video of a moose chasing a grizzly around, though.
Yeah, I guess it depends on the bear too. Like maybe some are more aggressive, and some are like, "Hey, bro, I don't want no beef."
Yeah. Turns out bear killed the moose, her kiddo. Normally the bear just eats the moose for snacks. Ugh. Yeah.
Moose jerky.
Yeah. My shoulder training went well. Good. Glad to hear it. Marlon, what's up, bro? How you doing? Hope to see you at the Arnold next year. Hope you're going to make it over. Bill Crawford? No, I don't know who that is. Sorry. Let's see. Yeah, dude. But yeah, Marlon, if you can make it over, dude, he's trying to qualify for the Arnold next year from Germany.
XPC one?
The last man standing.
Oh, dope. Yeah.
Yep.
Is it last man standing again? Or is it?
They're hosting both. There's
they're doing both.
The Anderson bench meet and then the last man standing.
Are you doing both?
No. Oh. Fuck no.
I didn't know. The weights aren't heavy enough.
The Anderson one will be.
Oh, that's true. Because it's heavy total.
Plus, I don't want to be out of the booth for 2 days.
That's true. Yeah.
Being
so
out
is
of
it
it,
like Saturday, Sunday?
Saturday, Sunday. 405 is exciting indeed. This PR was 380 for 7. Jesus. Well, you could already be at 405. Most gnarly fucking tri pump of my life. Keep doing that shit. That's fantastic. That's what you need. Let's see. Back training highlight this week. T-bar rows, 200 for 10. T-bar rows. I like those. 200 for 10. Good to go.
Oh, in my brain, I was like 200 reps.
200 pounds for 10.
Yeah. Makes more sense.
And then Henry Thomason. What's up, man? Give him hell, Jimmy. Just bench and band shirt today. 875 for a 2-board. No shit.
Cool.
Glad to see it. Glad to see it, Henry.
Which shirt are you using if you're still on here?
Yeah, if you're still on here, yeah. What brand anyway? Oh, there's several out there now. But yeah, all we got talking about Bears and Grizzlies and Apes.
I mean, it's benching and bullshitting.
I know.
So it's like anything goes.
A little bit of space in there.
Space. A little bit of Sasquatch.
So if you check it out, if they're talking about SpaceX and everything, and they did the first orbital launch of the Starship, the fully integrated Starship with the booster in the ship, and it fucking destroyed their foundation where the launch mount is. So they're doing this new thing where they're going to have these steel plates. They're building the foundation as we speak. 24/7 they work. They're putting these steel plates on the ground. They're going to be water cooled. They're going to have these water cooled steel plates, and when the booster fires, it's going to not destroy it. I guess that's the idea. Because they literally made a fucking crater underneath the launch mount.
Oh yeah, and it like launched concrete.
Like there was a chunk of concrete the size of a car.
Mm-hmm.
Got launched like 200 feet in the air. Yeah. So
they were like, "This is why we evacuate people."
Yep, that was a big deal.
Did he say that the engine survived though? Did he say the engine ended up survived? Like part of the ship survived? Like
I don't think any of it survived.
I just saw he like posted a tweet that like it wasn't supposed to survive, but it did. I saw it somewhere. It was on one of the videos that you were watching, I think, or it popped down.
I'll have to go back and look. I don't know. No, the flight termination system was. It took 40 seconds for it to destroy the ship, but they did destroy it in the air. Let's see. Thomas says, "Yeah, I could be taking it easy. Mostly, only have one handoff guy. It's also my spotter. Yeah." And Henry Thomason says for L2 ply.
Oh, dope.
Fantastic. Hey, I'm not I don't know everything, but if you need help with that, Henry, just send me some videos or something. I'm always here to help you out. Cody says, I have knee surgery Thursday, so my exercise will be seated this weekend. Jesus Christ, Cody. You get surgeries all the time. You had your arm, then you had you're supposed to have your back surgery or your knee surgery was supposed to happen right before the arm break. And then you didn't have that. Now you're having knee surgery. Fuck, man. Jesus Christ. I mean, you'll recover quick. I know you will because you always do. So, yeah, speed of recovery. Yeah, for real. So, well, hey, we've slowed down a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of start wrapping it up here unless we get more questions. But, of course, I talked about Patreon earlier in the day. Like I said, again, $10 a month. If you want to see everything that I do in the gym to get to these big bench numbers, again, it's on Patreon, Kolbstrong on Patreon, $10 a month. If you don't want to go on Patreon, I have the YouTube members, also $10 a month. Same content, just gets up there a little bit later than Patreon does. Patreon gets it like immediately as the quickest. I try to get on YouTube the exact same time. Doesn't always happen. We also
Because YouTube has to go, like Patreon, we can just post it.
Mm-hmm.
But like YouTube, if it's going to go to members, it has to go through a whole like check process. Like YouTube has to check it over, I guess.
Something like that.
So it delays posting. And sometimes it'll be like 3 or 4 videos at once
Mm-hmm.
are all like processing and they don't go in. But
yeah,
they always end up there.
And Henry's competing at IPA Texas July 22nd, which is like a week before my meet.
Mm-hmm.
Hoping for 12-11-8 at 275.
Damn.
Shit, that's a lot, man. That's 3,000. That's 3,000.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, Henry. That's fucking dope. That's fucking sweet, dude. 1,200, man. That's great. I should talk. I talked to you about tips in the boss suit years and years ago, back when I was like 20 years old. So I'm squatting in my boss now. I have my first workout in my boss suit
12,
today.
11, 8?
Is 12 and 8 is 2,000 plus 1,000 is
that's 31.
12 and 8 is 2,000 plus 1,000 is 3.
I thought you said 12, 11.
I might have said that 12, 1,008.
Oh, okay.
That's great. That's
I
great.
was like, bud, if you're that close,
Yeah.
add a couple more.
Ever use a metal M single ply shirt, and what Titan shirt it compares to? I use several Titans. I've only ever used Titan poly shirts. That's all I've ever used. I've been an Anderson sponsored athlete for 13 years. I've not used any other polys besides that. And the spud straps you recommended saved my ass the other week. 500-pound squat fail. Fuck. So they had their first big test. Hold up fine. Good. And Mike, yes, I think that grip would be just fine for your board work. I missed your question. Yes, that would be just fine. Just got the metal M. Okay. Yeah, I don't have anything to compare it to because I've only ever used Titan shirts. Henry, 12,008.
Okay.
12,008.
Gotcha.
I want to see you squat 12 again, Henry. You were like one of the most technically sound, like ahead of your time squatters I've ever seen in my whole fucking life, which is really fucking cool. I saw you squat at 1,300 like 14 years ago. Like it got turned down, which I thought was not right. Like I think you got robbed, but yeah, watching you squat is just something magical. So I'm trying to squat myself. It's not. I had my first day in my boss suit today. So my biggest problem has always been straps up. I don't know if that's like a normal thing, but whenever I would go straps up, I would completely shit the bed with the squat suit. I don't know why. It's just how I am. But today was a good day. Today was a learning day. I made great strides. I have been squatting in my my single ply briefs, my single ply deadlift velocity suit, because my boss suit got in early and it didn't fit. So I had to get it altered. But so I got it back this on Saturday, squatted in it today. It went pretty well. But that's great. I'm looking forward to watching that. So guys, again, Anderson Powerlifting, of course, over here, right behind me, Anderson Powerlifting, the #1 powerlifting superstore. If you want something powerlifting related, right? Bench shirt, squat suit, deadlift suit, belt, wraps, elbow sleeves, knee sleeves, anything you can think of, chalk, ammonia, anything like that, go to AndersonPowerlifting.com. You can use my code up here, Kolbstrong. That's Kolbstrong for a 10% discount for you, for the customer. That is not a commission thing for me, of course. That is just a discount for the customer. We also have the Kolbstrong Scholarship. We're raising $1,000 at a time to sponsor young athletes between the ages of 13 to 23.
Oh, yeah. And we have a fundraiser dropping tomorrow.
We have a fundraiser dropping for new Kolbstrong Scholarship flags. That's one of our quotes, one of our mottos for the scholarship. It is the Lift Heavy, Be Kind, Give Back flag with a little website down at the bottom. Black flags with white lettering. We're going to drop that tomorrow as a fundraiser, kind of like a pre-order thing. So if you're interested in that, just check out probably my page and the Kolbstrong Scholarship page on Instagram. I'll have more details about it just to raise money for the scholarship. We're up to $2,000 already.
Yeah, we just had a couple people ask, like, hey, do you guys have flags or banners that we can hang in our gym and like support it? And we're like, no, but I bet I can figure it out.
Yep,
So we
did.
We ordered a test one. It came in.
Yep.
It's dope.
It's really good.
So
good quality. I'm really happy with the result. So we got to do pre-order because it does take like 30 days to make them. So if you want to pre-order one,
I mean, like, I don't want to end up buying 100 flags and spending a bunch of money and then nobody buys them.
So it's going to be a pre-order thing.
Because they're expensive.
Yeah, they're not cheap. So it's going to be a pre-order thing. So, Anyway, so that's what we got. Like I said, the Kolbstrong Scholarship is raising $1,000 at a time. For every $1,000 we raise, that's one young athlete that we sponsor. We're up to two sponsored athletes already. At the start of next year, between January 1st and 31st, kids can submit their forms, submit their papers to us by going to the kolbstrongscholarship.com and following the instructions on how to apply. We go through it and we pick the ones that need it the most through a board, not just me and Katie, but like 3 or 4 others. Go through all the applications, find the ones who need it the most, and then we cut $1,000 checks to the young people. So,
which is really cool. Like the kids that we chose this year, one kid bought he wanted to try equipment but can't afford it. And he bought squat suit, deadlift suit, briefs, bench shirt, wraps, like the whole kit. Another girl got tickets to go to 2 meets this year. So she's already got plane tickets and her meets paid for, which is like a huge deal. Super cool.
Yeah. So if you want to help out with that, again, we take donations. We also do fundraisers. The next one, of course, is, like I said before, the flags. We're going to drop that tomorrow. It'll be a pre-order situation. So thank you very much. And Mike, I do wrist curls. They do suck. Yes. But they are necessary because you got to have strong forearms, bench big weights. Something I had to learn the hard way. So anyway, guys, that's my plugs for the day. Anderson Powerlifting, Kolbstrong Scholarship, and also, what was the other one? Patreon,
yeah. Also, if you guys haven't subscribed on YouTube yet, it's free. Please do it. We're 100 people away from 3,000, which is cool. It's just a free way to help bump it up a little.
Yep.
Ta-da.
Thank you all for hopping on here on Instagram, and thank you all for hopping on here on YouTube as well. I had 30 plus people on here, which has never happened before.
That's dope. Thanks, guys.
So thank you very much, everybody. So please have a good rest of your evening. Have a good, strong start to your week. Go on here live every Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're over here on the East Coast, Virginia. So I'll see you next time on Benching and Bullshitting. This is episode 43. And we'll also be doing a heavy week in the bench next week. I'll have more exciting things to talk about this coming episode. So, all right, everybody, please have a good night, and we will see you all next time.